Can you hold on for one more day? Hold on. Ah. Drew is occupado doing the NBC pod. So rolling solo till you. It's an early halftime. Usually it's like 8:45 Central, maybe a little later. So on the Sunday ones, if we get too early, sometimes he's a little busy. I'm back from the boat. I I love vacation, but man, I like being back. And yeah, the Colts may have killed Drew. I don't even know if I'm ready to talk about the Colts game. Felt like the right side, guys. Felt like the right side. The touchdown not being a touchdown. And it wasn't. He dropped the ball early. He did drop the ball early. So that sucked. That sucked ass. Um, yeah, and I think getting the Colts anything over a field goal is probably the right price. The stupid trick play, pick six, and the non-touchdown. Where are they going to be up like 20-7 after that touchdown? If he gets that, the refs, yeah, the refs screwing what was probably a decent look at a teaser leg. That was pretty stinky as well. Yeah, there was a lot against me today. I was happy to get that Tua under. My brain went round and round and round on that game, and finally I landed on that. I'm like, oh, it's a bad Tua game. That's what we're gonna do. Because I was almost just gonna fire on Houston team total over. Was not the look. I don't think they got there because it would have been like 24 and a half. First half of this one, it looks like a team from Seattle just woke up. Just woke up from a nap. You ever take a nap and you didn't take the right nap, the right amount of time, you wake up and you feel worse. Like you're not quite there. You're lightheaded. You're groggy. You're like, oh, this nap made me worse, and you're fucking unfunctioning for like 5 or 10 minutes. That's how they look. That's how the Seahawks looked right now. They could not stop a cold. They couldn't do anything. Tackling was terrible. Pass pro was terrible. Gino was getting hit a lot. Gino did his thing where he throws the ball into the open arms of one of the defenders in the end zone, which seems to happen about once a game. Yeah, go Stewartville Tigers. Brand new shirt here. I found my wife had got me. So we are looking at 235 total yards for the Packers, 115 for Seahawks. The Seahawks had a couple nice drives. One was a field goal, one was a pick. They are moving the ball when they get it. They just don't seem to be able to stop anything on defense. The Packers are getting 10.9 yards per pass, 7.6 yards per play in total. The offense is looking good. And they were stopped in the red zone once. They've already had 3 red zone trips, only scored on 2 of them. It's been a few penalties. Tariq Woolen, or it's just Reek, because he reeks at playing football. Reek Woolen is bad today. He mistimed the jump. The bad penalty, basically giving them the free 3 points at the end. If the time had been, if the time management had been a little better, it probably would have had a couple shots at the end zone there. It feels like we've done this a few times. I worry that it might get so out of hand that you end up seeing a different quarterback, but the Geno live completion's over. That's been a thing. Bad news for the Lions, I guess, because Minnesota most likely maybe doesn't cover, most likely wins tomorrow, but with their loss and the presumptive Packers and Vikings wins and Eagles wins, things are going to things might get a little fun. So, second half line, I usually Drew pulls it up. This son of a bitch. Yeah, not here to bail me out on this. Second half, Green Bay is a 3-point dog. Your total is 23 and a half. What are we sitting at right now? We are sitting at a total of 23 points. So you're looking at 46 and a half for a full game total. It looks like somebody at Profit X, our friends there, has bet nothing but overs. There's a lot of liquidity if you want an under on basically any of the numbers or any of the prices aside. I kind of thought about an over. It looks like this is getting bet to the under. It's going to go down to 23, I think, here pretty shortly. I don't see a lot of action on the side. The Seahawks will start with the ball. I thought about an over, but I guess I wasn't looking at live numbers. I thought this would be a little more like a 21.5, 22. I guess I didn't really take too close a look at this full game total when I went into this game. I got to prep for tomorrow. There's 2 freaking games tomorrow. It's crazy at this point. Geno completions. I got to go find that, see what that price is. If somebody has that, how many completions or Geno attempts, excuse me, if somebody has that price, please go figure out what you got there. Seattle money line, if you want, there's some liquidity on that at 9-1 at this point. I don't think I can quite get there. Even if Seattle does have a nice second half, let's say they score 24 points. 24 points is not something to sneeze at. You essentially have to hold Green Bay to, a touchdown. A touchdown is a tie at that point. Jesus. They're getting the shit kicked out of them here. They really should have not thrown that end zone pick. That would have been better. So, yeah. You know what, Hofstrom? I think they're minimum garbage points. So I'm going to play some of this team total over. I'm going to see what I can find it at. I got to hunt around. Usually I pull up one book that has the sharpest lines, but they don't have the team totals in the second half. So I got to go to book number dos for that sort of thing. Just learn a little Spanish in the Caribbean. Not a big deal, guys. It's not that hard. Learning as I go. I did enjoy the beach. I started another book, didn't finish it.
What's up, man?
Hey, Drew, how long you been there? He's standing right behind.
1Q84. You didn't. You got through that?
Turns out it is like 1,200 pages.
It is a massive book.
Yeah, I got like.
I bought it on your recommendation, and it showed up, and I was like, "That can't be the one." You know, it's even more annoying. I feel like I got like some sort of bootleg published one from Amazon, and the words are all way too high on the page. I'm so fucking angry. Like it was a misprint. I'm so angry.
Yeah, I just got up Barnes and Noble.
Not as angry as I was watching the Colts Broncos game. I don't want to talk about this fucking game.
We have to make a bet. We have to make a bet, though. We have to make a bet. We have to make a bet before we.
Seahawks are over. It's over. It's over. This is over.
It's over. You want to bet the over?
Oh yeah, I'll play the over. What's the number?
Well, we were thinking either Geno attempts over as he just launches it in the sky 1,000 times, or Seattle starting with the ball to score 14 in the second half.
Man, you sound so crisp now that you're back on your.
I know the good mic. The good mic does matter.
Woo! Man, that's nice.
Okay, so we're looking at like 26 attempts in the second half. That math isn't right. 20.
Because Geno's not a across the street 100 times guy. He's a big play guy. So
he has been slinging it deep. All right.
He's going to deep attempts.
It's going to be team total. Seahawks team total. They start with the ball. They're not going to win. They're going to lose 30-17. It is going to be that's about the second half totals too. So we'll go with I'll go with that, and then I'll let you bitch about the Colts. I already did. But feel free, man.
I can't
over 13.5 even money.
I can't fucking believe that game.
I can't believe
I literally when Jonathan Taylor scored that touchdown, I was screaming. I was like, fuck yes. What a fucking run. What a man. I walked away. Like I put my phone down. I was like, I'm gonna give some time to the family, right? I'm gonna be present. And then I looked up and I was like, why in the fuck is it 13-10? What? Why is it 13-10? What? How? And then I rewound it, and I
Sounds
was
like you dropped the ball a little early, Drew.
I did. I dropped the ball a little late. Like this was like functionally, this was the worst application of the worst rule in all of football. Like, in what universe is the game of football fairly dictated by enforcing that rule? Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Like, absolute nonsense. Like, sometimes there are penalties called where whoever is called for a hold, usually it's a Colts offensive lineman during a running play where he gained no advantage. And you're like, come on, what are you calling a hold? Like, he got no advantage of this. Why enforce that rule now? Right? What the fuck? What the fuck
I know.
does this satisfy to make the game of football better? Instead, you just put a piece of shit quarterback in the playoffs in Bo Nix. Like, wonderful. Great job.
Rules are rules.
Oh, can't wait to watch the Broncos in the playoffs, guys. Woo! Oh, hopefully Pat Shanahan isn't even healthy for it. And they really fucking are a complete fucking no-show and useless member of the playoff kind of fabric. Well done, NFL. Your product is garbage. Your refs were horrible today, not just in that fucking Broncos game, but in many games. Like,
Saints.
really a banner day game for shitty reffing. And I'm appalled that the Colts didn't cover, let alone win. And watching that game was the least fun I've had spending time with football in at least 2 years, maybe longer. So yeah, great product, NFL. Nice job.
At a certain point, I think it got bad enough where you had to have a little chuckle, but it still was so insanely painful.
Oh, you know when I had a little chuckle? When they
should.
made the field goal, but there was an offsides. They gave them the first down, and then they scored the touchdown.
Like
that was when I had a chuckle.
Yeah.
That was when I had a chuckle.
At that point, it's like, oh, we're just gonna keep. Oh, we're gonna beat this bit into the ground, Indianapolis.
Oh, we're gonna make this really fucking stupid. Yes. Ugh, absolutely ridiculous.
It's crazy too, because the dumbest game should have been Washington, New Orleans, where they just like, what if we stop the clock for a long time and just let them have one more play?
You teased Washington, you should have a right to fucking someone owes you a pound of flesh. Holy fuck.
Have you ever done ketamine?
Shit. No, not a ketamine guy.
So
what's the general high? Like, what do we know about ketamine?
Hallucinogenic.
Like I'm cool on the tripping drugs.
My dad had some health problems, and he had to go in for something, and they ended up giving him ketamine. And he's like, he said like the chair legs started to bend and twist into the time and space, man. Like now I kind of want to. I'm too old to try like new drugs.
Dude, yeah, my brain is too broken at this point, and now when I get into that level of high, I'm like, is this ever gonna end? As opposed to enjoy it. So I don't think that's for me. Oh my god, today sucked, Andy. I didn't even lose like an especially large amount of money, but the fucking outcomes all sucked.
I felt like I should have had a big day. I was supposed to have a big day. My Tua under was beautiful. The Cowboys maybe was a little lucky to get over, but I felt like even with that first quarter.
Oh, that should have gotten that was over. And that absolutely needed to get there. You didn't.
Well, it did take a little, try in to get up there at the end, but it felt like the teaser leg for Washington was ugly. The Colts was ugly. The Chargers was probably just a bad bet. And it's funny because
you had the Bucks, yeah.
I bet the Bucks on the look at I bought out with the Chargers because I'm like, I just kept looking at it. I'm like, Lad McConkey's legit. And they had so many people hurt on that defense, and including Antoine Winfield out. And I just figured, like, hey, this, even if it's a track meet, it's going to be the Chargers track meet. I
I just
cannot
watched
believe what
that
Liam Cohen did.
fucking Jonathan Taylor play again. I don't know why I
Don't do
did it.
that.
I don't know why I did it.
I think
I wanted to see it again just to see if it was really, if it actually happened, or if this was.
it happened.
Imagine
I've seen it.
did
Dude,
happen.
I've seen it so many times. It just keeps getting shown for some reason. Real quick though, on the Tampa Bay Bucks, I think you still got to give Ben Johnson his, that
Flowers.
well, like the whole of his coaching career over the last couple of years there, managing and putting together this offense, what he's done, he's probably still a number one as far as coordinators that you want to hire to run your football team if you have an opening.
I agree with that.
I think Liam Cohen's number 2 for me right now. Like, it's his first year down there, but I mean, even when Mike Evans and Godwin were out, I think he's improved upon. It's like those BASF commercials. We don't make the products you buy, we make the products you buy better. He took the Canales and he took it up a couple notches. Yeah, Joe Brady will get some looks for sure. There's 40 guys that
Joe Brady has done enough in his career to convince you that it's him and not just the guys he's working with.
That's the silly one too. It's like, oh, he's the one that makes Josh Allen super.
Yeah.
Back, yeah.
Oh, it's Joe Brady, not Josh Allen. Oh, you know who it was at LSU? It was Joe Brady, not Burrow and Chase and
everybody down there. Oh my God,
Jefferson was Jefferson on that team?
The year
good
before,
Lord, that LSU team was a fucking super team. Joe Brady just happened to be there for it. All right. I don't mean to disparage Joe Brady. I don't care about Joe Brady as much as I care about other things that happened today. But you think Liam Cohen number 2 for you after Ben Johnson? That's a great question, honestly.
Somebody has to. Maybe I'll power rank him today when I get a chance.
As far as assistant coaches who have absolutely flexed like motherfuckers this year.
I was trying to think of the running back. It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire was their running back that year. And like, you know how many yards he ran for that year?
A lot. I don't even know what a lot is in college.
So that's crazy.
Is that a big number for college?
Well, it's big enough when your quarterback threw for 5,600 yards. When did he have time?
Yeah.
So Jefferson.
How was he doing anything? How was he contributing anything?
Your third wide receiver was Terrence Marshall Jr., who was somebody who got drafted. I mean, he was behind Jefferson and Chase. Trey Palmer was a freshman on that team.
Gino getting sacked in this game at like every key moment. Holy fuck, man. Oh, Christ. Gino just getting dunked on in this game. The pass rush for the Packers all of a sudden is a thing. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I don't love
even
it.
Against this terrible offensive line. All right. I think your bet was fair. This team total over 13.5 is good. That was a good bet.
We'll see.
I don't think it's going to get there, but I think it was the right call. God damn it, dude. What a fucking dumb day. You think Mahomes is hurt? For real?
Yeah. It's an ankle. They've said it. It's high ankle. Those aren't nothing. Even when they are light, that's a problem. I think he can probably play through it.
What did you think about the Josh Allen getting X-rays?
I don't know. I didn't get an update on that. Was it the shoulder? Is my phone not getting alerts right now?
He went to the X-ray room with trainers following the win. Told reporters he took a funky fall, but everything checked out fine.
Worst kind.
It was a funky fall, Andy.
Oh, weird! Another penalty against my team. After Gino makes a play, fuck you,
dude. That has happened so much today. It is like every time something good has happened in any game, as I'm watching across the multiple screens, It has come back with a penalty. It is amazing how up my ass the refs have been today.
So the Chiefs have clinched their division, but there's still seeding implications for sure. Obviously, with the Bills at 11-3 in the head-to-head. The South and the North probably don't catch them. Although the Steelers are still a 10-win team, and they could get to 13. I don't know.
Did you see the penalty? Did you see the hole?
Yeah, I was thinking out loud about if they would just like put them on the shelf, get them ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can.
You
got to go for the one.
I'm rooting for a Geno pick 6.
The 1 seed is too important. You gotta. I think you gotta go for it. If he can play, you play him. Yeah, and this is the crazy part. The Lions.
Yeah, they're Davis and McNeil are done.
If they don't get the 1 seed, they are on super big one and done watch, and it's crazy because they are. Before this week, they were the highest power rated team by most rankings.
Dude, if the 2-7 is them versus the Packers, they might be home dogs.
Even if it's the Commanders, that's an offense that can probably keep up with you. It's basically, is it an offense that can keep up with us? We might be in trouble because we're signing practice squad guys every week to fill in at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's especially cool if it ends up being Commies Lions in the 2-7 because that's a historic rivalry.
Ooh, the Rams. Rams is a 7 seed.
Oh, there's a very tiny chance that happens, but if it does, they would be a favorite, I would guess, in Detroit, considering the state of the Lions. For the Rams to be the 7th seed, though, they would have to lose to the Seahawks in week 18, so maybe there will be a little bit of
you basically need Washington. Washington needs to lose like every game at this point. The Rams would have to be like a 10-7, which means the Commanders would probably have to be 9-8. Although the Rams are about to get a boost tonight. The Seahawks, this is crazy looking at this. The Seahawks are currently the 3rd seed. If the playoffs were to start at halftime, today. Ahead of and it's still fun because the Vikings and Packers are 5 and 6. Clearly better than the Seahawks and Bucks. Although the Bucks really put it on today. Jesus Christ.
God, they look like world beaters today. That was incredible.
Nope. It's funny too that the Vikings technically have not clinched a playoff spot yet at 11-2. Neither have the Packers. Vikings are it would take an obscene amount of things to go wrong. Mathematically they haven't, but essentially they have. Maybe they have actually with today's results.
Honestly, you're talking about the Vikings? Have they clinched?
Yeah. It's showing that technically they haven't somehow, which is wild.
Technically they haven't, but they.
Yeah, it would take a biblical collapse and all kinds of other people doing all kinds of things. Oh, the fish market, good. That's what I want to see right now. They should burn that place to the ground.
Oh, you know why? Because we don't know the result of the Vikings game this week. They're playing the Bears tomorrow. That's why we don't.
Yeah, I would think that
they weren't going to They weren't going to clinch. They weren't going to clinch without winning. If they get to 12 wins, there.
The Green Bay win might put them in, says Nick. That might be true, just because it knocks Seattle down a chunk. I think Washington losing would have put them in. Man, I knew they were going to go for
you
2.
You still need 12 wins to get in. You need 12 wins to get in the NFC. They need to win tomorrow. They need to beat the Bears. I believe. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I will tell you this much, man. That fucking Colts game is going to haunt me for years. Losing is one thing, but not even covering, considering that at one point in time they were up 20-6, is it's going to take me a long time to get over that if I ever do in life. I can't fucking believe
There
it.
was a big argument
The
using the
pick,
term plus
the
100. I
the
don't know.
pick
They're all
six. Was it a pick
interchangeable.
six or a fumble return? The absolute
Technically, they scored it as a
atrocity.
fumble.
That was that was the worst play of the year, I think. Right? Was there a worst play of the year?
That ball was moving so slow. It did remind me of the pick six that Kirk Cousins threw the other week, where it's like the ball seemed to be moving at like 3/4 speed. Where you know,
like
like in the superhero movie,
don't throw it back. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. He's doing it.
It was like a superhero movie where they are faster than other people, and they show it from their perspective, where everything else is just slow, and all the Broncos defenders just like, oh, there's the ball, maybe one will go get it. Bonito has had a couple big plays lately.
Yes,
big tackle.
The Colts outgained the Broncos 310 yards to 193. Andy.
Yeah, Tua. I don't know why I didn't add Tua to throw a pick today too. God, that my whole basis.
He stunk out loud, man.
My whole basis was
Tua around
looking
Christmas
at his
and New Year's, man.
Looking at his schedule.
This is just
look
the thing
back
now.
at his schedule. If you look back and you look at all the defenses he's played, it's like, oh, it's been a while since he saw some good secondaries. Maybe that's why he's been on a tear. And then you go up against a good secondary, and he looks like just burning trash.
Oops.
Did I tell you that? My 9-year-old, he's 10 now. He said that to his sister. I'd roast you, but mom told me not to burn trash. Like, buddy, where are you hearing this stuff from? I should be mad at you. Yeah,
I love that.
Buddy, you need to chill.
I love that.
I don't know that this was your worst Colts loss. Raiders Colts, Jeff Saturday's only win. This is much more fresh, but that was so fucking bad. That was the only game he won. And he led a game by 33 points.
This one fucking hurt, man. Yeah, that's true.
It did. I'm trying to make you feel better. I don't know if making you feel better with a different loss from a different day is the
I don't think I felt more confident about a single side I played all season than I felt about Colts today. And then for them to have been up 20-6 would have been just, strutting around like an asshole. I guess it was 20. It would have been 20-7.
Doing the chicken sound from Arrested Development.
Yeah. Kiki. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. No, it would have been 20-7. And yeah. Dude. How did they even review it? Is what I want to know. Do you know what I mean?
The touchdown?
Yeah. Like, why did they?
I think probably the side judge there probably did. I don't even understand how the reviews work with some of that. Do they say like does the ref say like, hey, can you look at that?
I'm not sure.
Because it feels like that's not something the refs would want to do. They hate doing that.
The stupidest fucking most inconsequential thing and had such a huge impact on the game. And then what's his name? Stupid fucking Hockley is not getting any Christmas cards for me. I'm gonna go to Carl Treffer's house and get my Christmas card back. I'm taking it because
it's a scoring play. It's a scoring play auto review.
But like, even if it's an auto review, like the fact that they like really leaned into that part of it, really was. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how these are. Like, this is what we want the game of football to be. You carry that ball across the finish line without any bobbling,
it's the definition
and then
of a
hand it to the refs. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't like it
understand
being
how
a
it
turnover.
serves. I just don't understand how like pretend that you're like an alien fan, or pretend you're a new. Pretend that you went to the Munich game this year or Frankfurt game, and you saw Bryce
the
Young.
1936 Munich games.
No, let's pretend you went to the Munich game this year and you saw Bryce Young beat the Giants, and you were like, "Wow, this game is cool. I'm into it. Like I'm getting into this. Like I'm gonna watch this game." And then you watch today's Colts Broncos game, and you're just like why did they take the touchdown away? Like I don't understand. Like it does. Like did they do something that cheated the game? Like it's so fucking stupid.
Gino might be
fucking stupid. What did he do?
I don't know. Something lower body. He got hit low by Cooper.
No.
I don't know. It's funny that did you see the rule?
He's gotten hit a bunch tonight.
The rule came into effect twice today. That
yes, I did. The other one was also dumb.
Well, he was that one feels almost more forgivable. Like he just had oh no, this was like I'm dropping the ball to look cool. You don't know who the backup is? It's Howell,
the dumbest.
Sam Howell. Get ready if you like sacks in the first half. Get ready for 9 more.
Sam Howell. I haven't heard that number called in a while. 50-50, he gets sacked on the first drop back here. Oh no, he got the ball right out of his hand. They lost yardage anyway.
Essentially the same result. It's funny you brought back the aliens. I seen a comic strip today, Drew, on the internet, and it had some aliens at like a podium at a presser, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know Jesus too. He comes back. He comes back every year." And you know the human is like, "Oh, we've been waiting forever for a second coming." The alien is like, "Yeah, we always give him lots of cookies or whatever. What did you guys do to him?"
What'd you do?
Yeah, what do you guys do for him? It's like, oh, yeah, you guys done fucked up. Not to bring religion into it, but kind of makes you think, guys.
Yeah, I didn't think that damn Howell pass attempt was especially convincing. What ankle injury? What's the deal?
I don't know if what they're calling it. I don't have the sound on it. Did they call it an ankle injury? I lost my voice yesterday at a wrestling.
We might have had the NFC West get the fuck out of the Rams' way. It's gonna be a weird, terrible.
Arizona won today as well.
Oh yeah,
Arizona didn't look
that head to head.
Yeah,
dude, that Arizona Rams game week 17 is gonna be killer.
Arizona did not look that convincing today. That's just a very bad.
Gino's face is
very
not
bad
convincing.
Team. Yeah. We're gonna take this banner down so I don't have to look at it anymore.
Andy, football has been fucking terrible this week. It's been terrible, and I don't want to go into the fucking holiday. You had the over.
No, I didn't bet it. I just enjoyed it. My Jackrabbits won yesterday or the other day. Good job, guys. On to the road to Frisco.
Ooh, Berto. It's a tough one. I think it's probably going to be the Thunder, but I think it's going to be closer than the market thinks. I am weirdly for the first time in 10 years. I'm higher than market on the Bucks for some reason. I can't explain it.
I thought you were about to say in the first time in 10 years, excited about the cup. And because I had to think, I'm like, shit, has it been going on that long? I don't know.
Andy, check in with me in 20 years, and we'll see if I can tell you if there's been a year I've been excited about the cup.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, are fans of the NBA excited about the cup?
No. Because no fucking chance.
I get like some of these apps, it's like a good reminder to why do I have notifications on for like BetMGM?
I think
You know,
people who are
I get notifications like it's Cup night. The Cup is live tonight. I'm like, they're treating it like it's March Madness. It's not like some some right home about an event.
Andy.
I
It's
like that they're doing it. I enjoy it, but
it's the Cup. Yeah. Although it's also the Emirates Cup. They sold the rights to the Emirates.
yeah.
This is stealing money.
Yeah,
This is just stealing money.
any changes on your thoughts?
Whatever it takes for the Cup.
Yeah. So funny. You're drunk.
I
like it.
Tomorrow's games, like Monday games? The Monday games?
Any thoughts?
Not really. I guess they're gonna play these games, right?
Yeah, I don't know what to think about, like, especially the other one where Atlanta just watched Tampa win as a dog. Like, this is back against the wall Atlanta game, I guess.
Super fucked. Yeah.
I'm trying to look at what I have for a rating there. So I think Atlanta should be a bigger favorite. Maybe the market has moved that way. I haven't checked the Monday lines for a couple. We are at 5.5. That's fair. Okay, I make it 5.5. I make the Vikings like 8. I still think that's value, but it's hard to bet in division. Lay a big number. Standalone game. Bryce Young. Justin Fields, not his name. Caleb Williams. There we go. Caleb Williams is a bit of an enigma where he has some very passable games where it's like, this guy looks like the future. And then he has games like the other night where it's like, this guy looks fucking lost. Yeah. Raiders Atlanta under. That doesn't look terrible.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, just underthrow it. They're gonna just do that every time. Secondary.
Give me an honest call in real time. Did that look even remotely like a penalty to you?
I mean, he ran right into the defender's chest.
He turned his
wasn't
head
watching the
though.
ball.
Because the wide receiver had to come back for the ball.
I know, but they'll call that every time.
So,
you can't just run.
What are you fucking supposed to do? You got to turn your head around, but if you turn it around and it's underthrown, then you're fucked because the guy's gonna run through you.
That's why it's a perfect play.
Oh, Geno Smith looks 1 million years old limping off the field.
You know, he's like 34.
Oh my God, he looks old. He looks 54.
People forget, like, he's kind of old to begin with. Yeah, I don't know that this game is going to go much better with Sam Howell in.
Hey, honestly, the last sentiment that I have, NFL, fix your product. This is fucking terrible. This is absolute garbage.
It is
garbage. Yes, it is. This is garbage. This is terrible. This is terrible.
No, you're prisoner of the moment.
This is. We're at the end of the year. These teams should be fucking sharpened spears. Like, this should be like.
They were. That was a beautiful underthrow. It was a good play. Like, Love has been kind of sharp.
Love has been sharp. Yeah, sure.
That's a good
Love has been sharp. Sure.
Who's 30? Brooks.
This is just, it's garbage, man. It's garbage. This is garbage football. I
enjoyed the Bills game. Didn't bet it, but
that
was the one. Remember, I wanted to bet the Bills
game. Yeah,
my numbers said I should be betting.
Wait, do we need to give Patrick? We need to give Patrick a big old pat on the back. He was a Bills maxi. He was a Bills maxi before it even came to it.
I mean, just everything was working for them offensively because the Detroit defense has taken 13 steps backwards, mostly due to injuries. But they're just, it's not an effective defense right now. And
Jordan Love is doing some stupid shit.
They had, Josh Allen was good, and Josh Allen didn't even need to run that much in the first half of the game. I think a lot of his rushing yards were second half when they were just trying to keep them at arm's length. Dan Campbell, I every time I watch a Lions game, I go back and forth on whether Dan Campbell's sharp at the, the risk risk it plays, the fourth downs, the fakes,
the aggressive shit.
And sometimes I'm like, all right, that was right. Today made me really think he is doing the magic 8-ball or the 20-sided die and just doing it randomly and thinking like just all aggressive good. Like he's the guy at the top of the bell curve, all aggressive good.
Dude, we figured this out last year, man. It hasn't changed. That's who he is. Yeah.
You need a glass of Zach Charbonnet. Oh shoot, I should check my fantasy stuff.
I'll be honest with you. Chardonnay.
Trash wine.
That's the only wine I won't drink.
Thinking of that too. Maybe Mr. Allen should have a some sort of sponsorship deal with a wine brand. Is there a wine brand that would go good with Josh Allen? Maybe he lets the Josh do the talking. Fuck, I would. I could buy into that. They got whatever his face, Patrick Warburton doing footprints,
wine,
footprints, barefoot. I call it footprints. That's not right.
I will be honest with you, man. Josh,
I've had some Josh. It's not bad.
Josh is fine. It's fine. There's a specific threshold where if you're under that price point, like you just need to meet the bare minimum, and Josh meets it and clears it easily. Like it's a perfectly fine wine.
I think it's going to be Bonanza. Another bottle of Bonanza. I got like 900 coupons in the mail for the new Total Wine while we were gone. We had them hold the mail for a week. Come back, and I have like 5 flyers from them. They're really.
You want a quick Total Wine story, and then we'll call it a pod.
Yeah, I gotta get there and the grocery store. We're hosting Christmas Saturday, guys.
Andy, do whatever you want at Totmo. Explore. Discover yourself there. That's my best advice. If you are looking for guidance at Totmo, the best I can tell you is what really distinguishes Totmo, in my mind, is their international selection is unreal. Like particularly their Bordeaux selection stands out. It's tough. It's tough to get as good and as broad a Bordeaux selection as Totmo has. Their Burgundy selection is fine. Their rosés are good. Their Italians are good. But really, if you were in that part of the store and you're like, fuck, how the fuck do I choose? There's an easy way. You ready?
You know what? You want to hear my method?
Alfio Morcone selection.
I just do.
You want to see a sticker? You want to see a sticker on the bottle that says Alfio Morcone selection.
The guy who invented radio?
Alfio Morcone was a wine proprietor who moved from Tuscany to New York after World War II, and it was like, holy shit, like nobody here knows anything about wine. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can just run amok. And started a wine club in DC, sold that, started a wine shop in DC, sold that. And Totmo came and gave him an offer he couldn't refuse to be their wine proprietor for international wine. And the stuff that he has picked, that is particularly in the Bordeaux section and to a lesser extent the Burgundy and Italian section, is excellent, and it is cheap. And it's if you're in kind of a fuck, what do I get? I need a wine. Alfio Morcone is your guy, and you should. I'll send you his interview, which is just absolutely priceless. That he tells his life story. I absolutely love this guy.
I'll write it down. I'm going there like Wednesday. I gotta get some wine.
Alfio.
We are going to smoke some chickens. We're going to bake some mashed potatoes. We are going to scallop some corn. We're going to roast some Brussels sprouts. We're going to bake some bread. And we are going to assemble a cold vegetable salad.
Incredible.
Dessert is not on me. Somebody else can bring that.
What are we doing tomorrow for Monday Night Football? Do we have to? Do we have to?
Let's just do the Vikings game. I can't fucking sit down and talk about the Falcons Raiders. You kidding with me? Are you joking with me now?
We might
Like,
be overtime when that goes to halftime, so we'll see.
Yeah. We'll do some review tomorrow. We'll do some halftime, but it'll probably be focused on the Vikings game.
Okay.
More so.
All right, man.
Yeah, they only overlap by like half hour, don't they?
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's the dumbest.
This is terrible scheduling.
I think it's for daylight.
More criticism for the NFL, which is ruining their fucking product.
Yeah, the ratings are way down.
It's garbage, dude. This is garbage. I don't care, dude. People, you know how I know people want to watch garbage? It's because TikTok exists. There's a lot of people that watch a lot of garbage over there.
They're throwing it's got like a month and it's gone, baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
TikTok
saying, yeah, they're gonna ban that. They're saying if Apple and Google don't pull it from the stores in like January, whatever, it's like billions in fines.
Really?
I haven't followed the news. Someone has to like, I don't know, to read the paper.
All I look at is the Bitcoin price. I don't.
It's funny because YouTube
Did you see Bitcoin's the 105.
Yeah, YouTube and Instagram have the same product. Like it is TikTok, Reels and Shorts. It's the same thing, guys.
Dude, Bitcoin hit 106.5 today.
Yeah.
While you're sleeping. While you guys are while you fucking lemmings are watching this garbage NFL, Bitcoin is ripping 106.
Sam Howell sack number 1.
Dude.
It's like he has some sort of peripheral blindness where once guys cross the line of scrimmage,
are the NBA blind. Ratings down? NBA should be
NBA
down.
ratings are.
It is.
NFL ratings are not. I was joking.
It is also a garbage product.
No, NFL ratings are up. Thanksgiving ratings were like way high.
Can you imagine?
Is down.
To what? You know why, Andy? It's because Drew Lock was on.
Turned down for what? Gino is skipping. I don't know what he's doing. Jesus Christ, I'm going to bed. All right, guys.
This shit went sideways quick.
Turned down for what?
Yikes.
Holy shit.
I'm hitting it.